I'm meteorologist Michaela Smith. Category 5 Hurricane Melissa is expected to make landfall in Jamaica within the next 24 hours, late Monday night into early Tuesday morning. And right now, with it being a Category 5 hurricane, this would be the strongest hurricane that's ever impacted Jamaica in history. Melissa now has winds of 175 miles per hour. That pressure also down to 906 millibars. It is getting up there with some of the strongest hurricanes that we've had in history. It is slowly creeping to the north at about 3 miles per hour towards Jamaica. With this storm moving so slowly, it's going to cause a lot of impacts to Jamaica. Not only are we talking about storm surge on the right side of where the hurricane eye wall makes landfall, so going to be on the east side of wherever, again, that landfall is going to be. That's where the greatest storm surge is expected, but also you have heavy rains that are going to be falling. The National Hurricane Center is expecting nearly 20 to 30 plus inches of rainfall possible. And then especially up higher in the mountains, that could lead to landslides. And where the center of that hurricane is going to be, again, making landfall, where the greatest and strongest winds are, they're expecting devastation to buildings not expecting to be able to withstand these winds. And with this being such a slow moving storm, it could be impacting people for a long time. Now, if Melissa does make landfall as a Category 5 hurricane, that would be the strongest hurricane that's ever impacted Jamaica in history. But there have been times in the past that they've been impacted by major hurricanes. One hurricane you've probably seen a lot of people compare Melissa to is the 1988 Hurricane Gilbert. That made landfall as a Category 4 hurricane, just barely into that Category 4 status on September 12th with 130-mile-per-hour winds. It made landfall near Kingston, Jamaica, moved across the island, and when it exited the west side of the island, it was still sitting with winds around 125 miles per hour, so it was back to a Category 3 status, which is still a major hurricane. Gilbert caused nearly $700 million in damage in Jamaica and was responsible for 45 deaths. For a lot of people in Jamaica, there was a before Gilbert and an after Gilbert, and unfortunately, it looks like Melissa is shaping up to be the same way, that there will always be an after Melissa for the island. Our thoughts continue to be with everyone about to be impacted by this major hurricane, and we will of course be back with more updates as it gets closer to making landfall.